Yeah. This is real as it's gon' get. Ain't no nigga gave me shit. Who gon' take care of my OG if I OD in this bitch? I got cold feet in this bitch. Shit get so deep on them trips. Niggas so geek for them strips.
What's good, y'all? Welcome back to Xposed Podcast Live. We are back at it again. This is episode 5, season 2. And this is the finale, man. I'm sorry to do it, but this is the finale for right now. I know y'all see Dede is not here, but the guest that I got, man, is a very special one. This is my brother, my blood brother, the first little brother I ever had. DeMonte Harris, a.k.a. Demo Gotti, a.k.a. Magic, a.k.a. my nigga. What's good, boy?
Proud to be on the show, man.
You already know, man. You already know. We about to have fun. We about to talk our shit. For real. We got to get into it. Like, everything that we've experienced from the conversation that we've had in the room, from really everything. We about to talk about all this shit, man. We about to put everything out there, and we about to end this season off the right way. You know how we grew up, bro. So, like, how is it really seeing everything, like, growing up compared to how we grew up to, like, now? You know, we got little brothers and shit, so it's just like, you feel me, just growing up and seeing it from a different lens now as opposed to how we grew up.
Man, it's
and while you talking, I'm gonna spark up.
But no, man, it's a whole different world from how we grew up. Like the parents and the examples, who these kids think is important. So a lot of shit is real sad, honestly.
For real,
I feel bad because it's like the intimate things is gone. Like no movie theaters, no Blockbuster. Like, even some simple shit like that, just going to Blockbuster.
Bro, you remember how, nigga, when we would go to Blockbuster with my mom, bro, and as kids, Blockbuster was literally
Blockbuster
like,
was the
it
shit.
was
like,
damn near better than going to the
mall.
movies. Like, nigga, it was
you in there,
and everybody in there
shit.
feeling good, everybody feeling great. This nigga will run to the candy section immediately.
I'm going straight to the candy section. Nigga had 9 cavities.
Swear to God. But it's just now, like, man, it's the interaction, man. The interaction, like you were saying, it's just, it's low.
Like, when you go to Blockbuster, you go in and you people ain't going to Blockbuster by themselves. Like, going to Blockbuster and then going home.
That's a family trip.
That's a whole intimate thing. Like, now, ain't none of that. You just go on Netflix. When you watching Netflix, you either A, watching it by yourself, or you watching it getting ready to fuck. You ain't just watching Netflix just to be watching. Just like as a group of people coming together, coming over to the crib, watching a movie, whatever, popping popcorn. That shit is gone. Every time I go past a family video, nigga, straight. Every time I go to past a family video that's closed, it's like, damn, like, nigga, that's now these weird ass kids, all they do is sit at home and watch YouTube. These niggas don't even know what a commercial is. These niggas fucking everything online.
Man, I just feel like the way we grew up, like where you see 10 kids, we used to be 10, 15 deep riding bikes from side to side. You feel me? Side to side. Going just riding bikes and shit, just on some Fat Albert Gang type shit, like just going. We gonna go to one area. We gonna play basketball. We gonna go to the other area. We gonna eat apples off an apple tree. We gonna go to the other area. We gonna jump in somebody's pool and shit. We gonna go, bro. We doing that shit from sunup to sundown. You feel me? Every day. And
that
like
shit, man,
now,
that should build a lot of character.
For real.
Teach us. See, a lot of shit that we grew up doing, nigga, you ain't even realize how it was gonna like help you sculpt you to be who you are now, being able to socialize and communicate and figure out how to make shit work when it ain't working. Nigga, my nigga Junior was riding a bike in the middle of the street, riding the bike while holding another bike at the same time.
And this nigga was a warrior. This nigga was such a warrior that it was one time, I don't know what happened to the bike that they had gave me. Because we was
our cousin.
Junior, our cousin. We was the little cousins. We was always the little cousins. You feel me?
He was a big country ass, neck bone eating, swole water balloon head ass nigga. Bruh. But that's my nigga, man.
Hey, love that nigga to death. Shout out to Junior, man. Shout out to Junior, man. Sure. Love that nigga to death. But
man, that nigga was
something happened with my bike. This nigga was like, come on, dog. picked you. I was on the pegs and he had you on the handlebars. And rolled us from one side to the next.
Nigga,
savage.
You know how much thigh power that is,
Come
nigga?
on, bro.
I couldn't do that shit.
You know how much willpower that is, nigga?
Nigga, no, one time nigga, I twisted my ankle.
I remember he carried you.
That nigga carried me
yes.
all the way down to Charlene.
Yes. Our big cousins was real big cousins, though. Real big cousins.
So I feel like the interaction is gone in a lot of places. I'm not saying it's gone completely, but you know, certain things is definitely changed, and it's a whole different dynamic of how the kids look at life. And
For
how,
sure.
You know, the things that they value in sport. It's not really their fault. It's really our fault as adults and leaders and people who are supposed to be teaching them. You know, the whole culture of the world is changing, and they don't change that culture. They just products of it. And
we need to.
We don't have those voices no more.
Exactly. We need to, number one, take these damn iPads and gadgets out of these kids' hands.
Right.
Real life, like
this. I want to throw my look at what I done broke my shit today.
Somebody zoom in on this. Aaron, can we get a zoom in, please, on this?
Damn.
And this is what frustration is.
I really don't need this. Show you I don't need it. Look at it. And it's only an 8. It ain't even one of the exclusives.
Back off my nigga shit, man. He good. Don't even show that it's an 8. But at the same time, man, take these devices out of these kids' hands, man, because at the end of the day, these devices and this TV ain't gonna raise these kids. You feel me? Like, it needs to be real interaction. That's why these kids, like, man, like, I've seen kids literally turn up because they wouldn't get their iPad, or they can't get their mom's phone, or they heartbeat, bro. Man, like, it doesn't make sense to me. Why in the world are you allowing your kid to be? Because let's say when this commercial comes on, when that TV show goes on, what is that commercial putting in their face? Man, somebody saw one time. I was talking to somebody. I forgot who it was. They were talking about how their kid, some like crazy had came up, some like devil worshiping type shit had came up, and the kid was mimicking what was said on there because a commercial had came up of one of their favorite shows. They're really receptive at that age. So why the hell would you want other people basically raising your kid?
It probably was an ad too.
Yeah,
shit like
real
that.
life, because it be them crazy ass ads in the middle of a kid's show. Like, why the hell would it even be that type of ad? You know what I mean? So
I'm telling you, it's so that's what makes it sad and make you worried about, like me. You know, the concern of it. Even do I want to bring a kid in this world? Do I want to? And it's not even the fact of bringing it, because I know while I'm here, at least I would be able to do as much as possible to make sure that they understand the value of, you know, genuine things instead of this material shit that's going on. But at the same time, I think about after I'm gone, like if something happened to me and then they hear, it kind of sound like my nigga Jody.
Yeah.
My nigga Jody. Like, nigga, nobody worry about your ass dying.
No.
But no, on some real shit though. I really think about that.
That's
It's like, then you leave them here in this situation in the world where it's like, now they have, you know, and a lot of our OGs, our leaders, our real voices, they dying off and they being silenced. So it's like the narrative of, you know, the 1% is being pushed on everybody, and it's scary to watch.
And that's why we need to detach ourselves from the machine. And the machine is social media and media. Fuck social media, bro. Fuck that shit.
Man.
I know y'all saw, what was that, about a week ago or about 2 weeks ago, when Instagram and Facebook had shut down. Y'all know why they shut down? The reason why they shut down is because there was a whistleblower that exposed the fact that they are trying to turn us against each other. You want to know why there's so much animosity in it?
When you first said it, I didn't even know what the fuck you was
So a whistleblower is basically a person that is they're working for a major corporation, and I'm paraphrasing here, I'm giving you an example. A person who works at a major corporation, and they see that there's like some corrupt shit going on, and they expose it. And that's what that person did. This person went on 60 Minutes and exposed Facebook, which owns Instagram, of how they're trying to put everybody against each other as far as race, gender, religion, and even, which I read up on, they were talking about even with the vaccinated and the unvaccinated.
Yeah.
That's about to be the next civil war.
Man.
The vaccinated and the unvaccinated.
Yeah, man. People don't empathize anymore. Now what they're trying to push on, you know, you choose a side.
Yeah.
You know, I'll be listening to these politicians talking about racism or whatever, and then they'll say some shit like, well, no, that's a leftist statement, or no, that's a liberal statement. And I'll be like, nigga, first of all,
This is a people.
I don't even know what the fuck leftist, liberal, conservative, all of that shit. I don't know what that shit means. I don't align myself with those things. I have certain values and principles that I live by, and I feel like, you know, we move from that into moving it towards some, you know, you either gonna be on this side or you gonna be on this side.
It's a cliquey culture.
Like, why can't you understand both, and then you both, when you get the thoughts together, then y'all move forward, you know, together. But, and that's the other thing, man, shit ain't together. And shit really was never together in this state, but I feel like it's even more split up. You know, now I think about our people, just and black people as a whole, and how split up we are. We got shit like the shade room. Why the fuck gotta be called the shade room? Exactly. Like, why we can't have some positive sound and shit? Everything that we do resolves around drama and beef.
All of the new,
gotta change all that whole narrative.
All of the new, bro. I was talking to someone yesterday, and I was like, man, she was talking about some new black show on ABC, and this is I'm not trying to shit on any one show, but at the same time, I was like, bro, every new black show that they create is all centered around drama, ratchet shit, greed, all that bullshit. What happened to shows like Moesha, my nigga? What happened to the Cosby Show with niggas just in the house?
Showing black people conduct themselves like actual.
What about the Parkers or something, my nigga? Like just a cool little show.
Man, that's
some
what
little
these kids,
shit.
See, we had when we was just talking
culture.
About it, we had the sitcoms came with culture.
Yes.
They weren't shows about
Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, shit like that. That's a little
shit, or some, you know, some drama or some beef or some fighting. These shows all had real value to them, and it had real black people. You know, and it showed us in a position where that we were conducting ourselves like professionals, like the real Cosby Show. You know, Fresh Prince. You looking at Uncle Phil. You know, I look at Uncle Phil like I look at my papa. You feel me? Like respectable, honorable wherever you go. You know, people give him that appreciation, like for who he is and what he's done. I mean, who the fuck gonna give appreciation to seeing that bullshit on Love and Hip Hop? And growing up hip hop,
none of that shit is respectful.
That shit ain't even hip hop.
All that shit is stupid. That shit is not hip hop. That shit is not the culture. And that's the thing. They've allowed the corporate world to take over our culture. And now the culture, motherfuckers, bro, I be looking at some black people, bro, swear to God, like, you know, some. And I'll be like, my nigga, you not even black.
You're not black.
You don't even know who you is.
What the fuck you?
You don't even know you.
You one of them
you
new
just
shits.
You one of them new motherfuckers that they
create.
You one of them
in that
niggas.
Laboratory.
You one of them niggas, bro. Because I
stay
know
over there, nigga.
Yeah, nigga, don't breathe over here, nigga.
Come over here with that shit. We do hood shit over here. We still got Swishers,
all that,
and Franks in the
refrigerator. All that. You might go to your auntie house. You might see a bottle of E&J in the refrigerator. Don't say nothing.
Don't say nothing.
Don't say nothing, my nigga. Close the refrigerator. Go about your business.
Life, nigga. It's all you need, E&J.
Not everybody got Hennessy money.
Yeah, nigga.
Niggas talking about Casamigos and motherfucking Don and all. Not everybody even got all that.
Nigga.
Some niggas got E&J.
That's why I did, to show I'm a real nigga. Every time I drive past a gas station, nigga, I stop in the store and get me some motherfucking annihilators. You ain't a real nigga if you ain't got no little loose annihilators in your pocket. You pull them bitches out.
Them bitches you pulling out change and shit out your pocket and little blueberry annihilator fall out your shit, nigga.
You forget that bitch was in your pocket. You see like, ooh,
you gon' pick that bitch up too and you go eat it.
That bitch is on the pavement and everything. Fuck
all
it.
that. All that, cause that's real. That's real nigga shit for real. Shit. But no, like the culture, man, is stripped. And like you was saying with Uncle Phil, bro, like Uncle Phil, Bill Cosby as Cliff. You got even the dad, which I ain't gonna cap for everybody. You knew it. I don't fuck with Family Matters like at all.
Cause they was so,
that shit too.
There was some emotional.
Yeah, like it'd be like,
and I ain't have time to be emotional, nigga. I was motherfucking real like a little bear.
At the end, like, yeah, Dad, you were right. And the fucking music,
Dad.
Yeah, like nigga.
Gotta stand on your 10 toes and hold your back straight, nigga.
Yeah, Dad. He's sitting there and eat, bro. I never really fuck with Family Matters like that. Like I feel like.
I ain't never really watched it either. Only reasons I felt I watched it because when my nigga Urkel turned into Stefan, he turned into a real ass
player.
I'm like, oh shit, my nigga got the biddies.
Player, yeah, that was player.
And what else? Yeah, that's pretty much it.
I mean,
they was simping a lot, too much.
I don't know. Him as a dad though, he was cool because he was a positive.
Still respect.
Yeah, you gotta give respect. Yep.
We had niggas shown in
every different facet of life, and that's what I feel now. They're trying to suppress the black male. They're trying to suppress the black male figure, and they're diluting the image of who we are as men. Bro, do y'all like? It's so many shows now, and so many different things that are out now, and this is not against any what you choose as far as what your sexual conduct is. That is your business. But I just feel that there isn't enough representation of black male masculinity at every in the NBA. When a nigga shows any form of any emotion, teched up immediately. But in baseball, these niggas fight. Well, in hockey, these niggas fight. In baseball, these niggas can get into a real brawl.
Do you know what that would do for the nigga community?
Yes.
If we NBA niggas could fight?
Yes.
Nigga, we'll be some little.
But that's why all these NBA niggas is all little brothers now. Whatever you want to call it. Like, these niggas hug on each other and all that. Like, bro, nobody really, it ain't no competitive real energy. You can't really be masculine. Yeah, you can't really show your true masculinity as a black man these days without there being some type of recourse or some type of question or some type of, like people feel affected. They call it toxic masculinity because I'm masculine.
No ass word.
Because I'm masculine. If you don't get the fuck up, break it down.
This is my thing.
Fuck them up with it.
First of all, because you don't never hear a man say that.
Ever.
I'm sorry, ladies. I love y'all, but today we gonna talk about some real shit. Mm-hmm. Y'all the only ones who come up with that term that I've heard. You can't say it's toxic because you don't even have any masculinity
at all
to be judging mine to speak. Who has all of it.
Thank you.
I don't say you having toxic femininity or however the fuck you pronounce it. I ain't saying you got none of that. I ain't bothering you and what you do. You have to understand that you may not completely understand me. Because you're not exactly made of you don't have everything that's in me that makes me a man. You don't have that in you as a woman. So you're not gonna fully understand me. I'm not gonna always fully understand you. But it's a boundary where you have to respect. I feel like the whole depiction of us exerting ourselves in black men, displaying that we masculine, we powerful, and we strong, and we stand up for something. Yes, that has completely been suppressed in recent years, and it's sad. I post stuff like this all the time on my Instagram at @dmagic_32. I do that all the time just to let people.
I like how you tagged that right there. That was good. That was good. Hey, always keep your shit going. Keep going.
This ain't my first time.
Yeah, this ain't your first rodeo.
ESPN.
Yeah.
You better look me up. I'm somebody.
We gonna get to that. We gonna get to that.
I got on Nautica, but I make it look like Da Vinci. But no, for real. I post stuff like that, because I want it to be seen that we can do that and then understand what our battle is and who our fight is really against. We fight against each other, but we need to be paying attention to where all this is coming from.
Right.
That's why I love Black Panther.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That hit so different for me because not only was it just a fantastic movie, but what it showed that we can be not only creative, but we can be strong, we can be powerful, we can be superheroes, we can have our own in our own country, and we're doing our own things. And this is not about separation. This is just about us uniting. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to down our alliance with any other races or whatever, but we don't have our own. You know what I'm saying? It's to be understood. It's to be understood. It can be understood because we weren't taught, our true culture, where we really come from. We don't know our real people or our real last names, where we really from. We don't have no knowledge of that. Like all that we know is, that you a nigga from the hood. You don't know that your family could have came from a lineage of riches and gold, and y'all could have been living on the best and having your own shit. That really, while you here thinking that, I'm just a nigga who work at Walmart, nigga, really you from the lineage of a king, and you should be walking around like that. And if you show that in black movies, and you put it in TV shows, and then you know, they see it more, then it would be like, man, like, yeah, I can be that, I can do that, or I could achieve that, and that'll change the whole culture. But like I said, there's some weird shit going on. You know, a lot of these niggas who's supposed to be our leaders, man, these niggas are tap dancing, and they doing whatever, for that money. So it's sad because it's like, damn, like, you want to look up to these niggas, you love these niggas, they do great shit, but they ain't really great niggas. A nigga like Tupac, I don't give a fuck about none of that music shit. At the end of the day, he will still be an icon because he was a powerful motherfucker for us. Same with niggas like Ali.
He was thorough.
Yeah,
He was
man,
thorough. Real nigga. These people stood up for something in the midst of chaos. Like, to really be somebody who really stands for something, is standing for something when it's not the popular thing to stand for. Which brings us to Kyrie Irving. See, you my nigga, because you did a perfect segue, and you ain't even know what the hell we was doing.
Told you I do this.
Bro, Kyrie Irving, we got to talk about it because at the end of the day, that's a hot topic right now. And I feel like the reason why it's a hot topic is the conversation between the vaccinated and the unvaccinated. And the way that they are doing Kyrie Irving, bro, I just do not... I can't understand when the hell did it really become a major conversation for what the fuck you do with your body. Are you serious? You gonna tell me what I need to put in my body? You can't be serious right now. And this is really people who are like it's people who are, and this is older black men, like we was saying, that is tap dancing like a motherfucker, talking about, like, trying to really ostracize Kyrie. Are y'all niggas serious? I'm gonna really look at y'all right now and really have a conversation with y'all, bro. Are y'all serious, bro? Like, that makes no sense. This is a young black man who's been getting it his whole life and fought to get here his whole life. And all because he don't want to take what some motherfuckers created in some lab a year ago and put it in his body? Man, get the fuck up. Y'all, come on now.
Man, Kyrie, man, that's a situation, like I said, like you just said, I've been saying, on Instagram and just speaking to people in general, like, they trying to, you either gonna be on this side or you're gonna be on this side. And, 9 times out of 10, 10 times out of 10, them people, y'all know who they is. You don't need to have no name, you know exactly who the hell they is.
We done talked about them on here before.
Them people, have a way of how things are going to be, just put out here, you know what I'm saying, to control, basically the culture of the world. And we have to be mindful that, man, you don't have to fight against your neighbor, you need to be fighting against that. You know what I'm saying? Y'all need to unite and fight against that. Y'all doing play, they moving y'all like chess pieces, and you don't even realize that you being pimped.
They moving you right into their rat hole.
So, man, whether you vaccinated, whether you unvaccinated, whether you don't even know what the fuck the word vaccinated mean, what you do, man, that's what you do. And I can't say, oh, well, you not vaccinated, so you putting me at risk, and you vaccinated, you put me at risk. Man, look, at the end of the day, nigga, you gonna be at risk of something. Nigga, you in the world. What the fuck you think this is, heaven? Nigga, anything, I could rob you. Did you know you at risk of that? I'm bigger than you. Like, real shit. Like, nigga, anything happen. If I start beating your ass right now, what's gonna happen? You gonna have your ass beat. So all of this, man, they feeding off into shit that's just said on the news. You're not really realizing the shit that you saying is not even making sense. Nigga, you always at risk. A lot of people die from COVID. Nigga, a lot of people die from everything. You know how many people die in a car accident? You know how many people die from getting shot? Do you know how many people...
driving?
Right.
Well, you gonna stop going out?
You gonna stop going out?
What they trying to do is scare your ass into going into your motherfucking house the whole time.
Oh, no,
and this is all
gonna get me sick.
This is all about control, bro. This is more than a conversation of, the vaccinated and unvaccinated. Bro, this is a conversation of if you allow them to start controlling your body down, what the fuck do y'all think about to do? They about to have y'all upgrading y'all goddamn vaccines every year. Like an iPhone. That's you about to turn to a new motherfucking iPhone.
The only defense of why I didn't do it and why I don't have it is because, you know, number one, I don't know what's in it. A lot of ignorant ass, stupid ass, retarded ass, non-educated ass motherfuckers say, well, you don't know what's in a lot of shit. Motherfucker, that's still my option to use it or not.
That's forcing this, my nigga. Yeah, I
want to be able to do my own stupid shit.
I want to say yes or no.
Yeah. Whether I agree to it or I don't agree to it, I want to have that luxury. That ain't even a fucking luxury. That's
my right, nigga.
To be able to choose and decipher between the shit that I want and that I don't want.
Real life.
And that's why I didn't do it. If you want to do it, if you want to have it for yourself, I don't have no problem for what you do. Young man, young lady, old man, old lady, you do what the fuck you want to do. But pushing that on me, and then you know people losing jobs, and you know you ostracizing Kyrie, which is a topic. You know, so it's real. You know, it gives me a good feeling seeing how Kyrie, you know, stand up, because it shows that, you know, we do have, you know, people like that left who will stand for something.
We appreciate you, Kyrie.
He's definitely a modern icon right now when it comes to, you know, standing up for something you believe in.
If nobody else shouts him out, if nobody else appreciates him, if nobody else, congratulates him. We appreciate it, Kyrie, because you're not speaking up for the unvaccinated. You're speaking up for those who choose to live our lives in the domain of ourselves. Mm-hmm. We owe it to ourselves to be in control of ourselves, my nigga. Like, how the fuck can you tell me what to do with myself when you don't wake up as me every day?
You don't know, nigga.
You don't know how this shit about to affect me.
Yeah.
This the boy who the guy. I'm sorry about that. The man who got the vaccination for the Atlanta Hawks.
Good one, I believe his last name.
Yes. I'm about to look up his name. But he had to sit out for this season. The team let him go, tried to keep it on the hush. He has blood clots now from taking that vaccination. His career is now in a position of being over, and his life is in danger because of that vaccination. Not saying that will happen to everybody, but in some cases that may happen. So why the fuck would I take the chance of me being the one to be for that to happen? Like, bro, what? We rolling dice?
Man, it's pros and cons with everything. With every drug, it's going to be something that you can benefit from it, and something you putting at risk and you sacrificing. So, you know, you have to be mindful that never think that they're going to release something, or it's just anything in the world that you can have that's just going to 100% be good. You don't have any worries. It's going to be okay. Trust me. You know, it's not like that. So, you know, I stand for people, like you said, just having the freedom to do and choose as they please. I don't care if you are vaccinated, if you are not. I choose not to be for my reasons. Respect my reasons like I respect your reasons to choose to get vaccinated.
And that's it. And the guy's name is Brandon Goodwin, man. So,
Atlanta native.
Yes, that's somebody to look into and check into his story, do the research on his story, and see what it is that's going on, because that's some real life trauma that he's dealing with. And he said he was perfectly fine up until that. This guy was a 3-year pro, and now he's at a point where he could have went to Ascension, but now he's denied that because he was basically forced into a vaccination. Yeah. And that just doesn't make sense to me, man. Like it. So I feel like with everything going on, now it's at a position where, and if you look at it from a spiritual standpoint, or you look at it from a realistic standpoint, you basically selling yourself for $1. Because you either want your career or you want the shot. What you gonna do? That's the question that's basically being asked now. How fair is it?
It's tough because, you know, if you're in a position, it's different if a lot of people, you know, if you just working somewhere where you really don't want to work, you really don't care about your job, you know, whatever. It's an easier, you know, decision for you to make, you know, to just say fuck it, I'm gonna do whatever. Or if you sell drugs or some shit, you know. But you know, for people like Kyrie, people like Andrew Wiggins, people like Bradley Beal, these are all active NBA players who've been dealing with this, you know, debate. You know, they work their entire lives to be where they are now. This is not something that they started last week, last month. They've been doing this since they were, you know, yay high. So them giving up that career is so devastating to imagine all because of a shot. And so that's what I'm saying. Like, and that's what makes it, a sad situation, because people say, well, that's just the rule. If you don't get the shot, then you can't play. Well, that's still not freedom. That's just because they can do that doesn't mean it's right that they should be able to do that. Because when they signed those contracts, none of those things weren't mandated. So I signed up and I agreed to this. Then you throw on this, and then I have to respond in that way and still be able to understand.
And Kyrie said that it was something that happened to him sporadic. They had promised him.
Right.
You feel me?
Yeah, that he wouldn't have to do it.
Yeah. They promised him that they would make accommodations for him, and now it's a situation where it's being forced upon me.
Right.
And this is the time now where, and I'm not sure where anybody is with their spiritual relationship, because we all have our quest, and it's nobody's position to judge anybody on what their spiritual walk is, wherever their spiritual walk is. But this is the time to develop one, my nigga. This is the time to live outside of your flesh. Because if you're living within your flesh right now, and you're thinking of the things that you can lose and attain, and you're living in this world of greed, you are going to be consumed within this. Yeah. This is the time to live outside of that and to look to a higher calling, because with everything going on, you are going to be stripped of damn near everything in order to work their plan. Yeah. It's just where we at.
I would say, getting to the spiritual thing, and I say this to a lot of people as well. You as a person, if you take away everything about you, your skin, your hair, your eyes, your arms, your lips, everything, you strip it all down, your clothes, you have a spirit, as a person, as a human. And for you to never tap into that aspect of you that's so blaringly important, because without all of this other stuff, you will still have that. You have it with all that stuff, and if you take all that stuff away, you still have that. You can always have a soul and spirit. And for you not to even take one day out of the week to honor and to appreciate and to worship and to pray or whatever to whoever, I choose to be a non-denominational Christian, but to whoever, just to tap into that side of you. It's so vitally important, because now if you don't, then you just trapped into this world. You work 8 hours a day, 40 hours a week. You barely sleep. Everything that you're doing is just for your flesh, which is going to soon leave you. And then you be left with your soul that you never tapped into. You don't even know that side of you. And so that's why every week on Instagram, Facebook, I post something on Sunday to just spread that spirituality out there, and to uplift spirits and to motivate people, because it's all about faith. When you have faith, it'll get you through a lot of the stuff that's going on. You'll see things from a different lens. You'll be able to have a system that's pure and that's not of this world, but of your spiritual self. That's why I live by my spiritual principles. I don't care what you do, how you do, whatever you do. You know what I'm saying? I know what I'm doing. I know my purpose. I know my calling. I understand that it's going to be people out here who's doing things different than me because they're not like me. And it's not my job to hate them or, dismiss them or whatever. I talk to people all the time who not Christians, who don't believe in what I believe in. But I don't just dub them and be like, man, don't talk to me or whatever. If anything, I try to understand their point, because they may say something that makes a lot of sense.
And you have to be open to understand that.
Yeah.
But if you're comfortable within your walk in life, then you won't have a reason to try to make someone else uncomfortable about theirs. Right. If you're comfortable within yours. And me developing, because I know everybody has had, since 2020 started, it has been, you've experienced some level of friction and turmoil throughout this entire time. Yeah. So me developing my spiritual relationship and me, continuing to look into that has helped me to look at all of this in a different perspective than other people have looked at it.
Right.
I've developed peace within this because I'm aware of what's coming because I have, I have something that is taking me there.
Mm-hmm.
You know, what I mean, I have something that is giving me vision.
Right.
You feel me? And that's what it's all about as of right now, man. It's living outside of your flesh because you gotta understand, man. This shit is getting realer and realer every day.
Shit getting realer every day, and you don't want to be so trapped and consumed in this world. You gotta understand. I don't know what everybody believe in, but I was just reading this today on Facebook, where it was the video explaining, which I always knew this and read this in the Bible, but understand that the devil is the prince of this world. The world was given to the hand of the devil. So if you are just so consumed with your job, your looks, all of that stuff
It's worldly things.
is for you living in His world, for you being a subject of His world right now in your flesh and in your body. And so all of those things at the end of the day, it really don't matter. At the very end of the day, it won't matter. If you don't take that time to have a spiritual connection that's far beyond this world, and discover a whole different side of you, then you will always walk by sight and not by faith, because you don't have any faith, because your faith, you in your faith. This is the shit that you want. This is the shit you believe in.
So
this is
this
the
is
shit
what
you
you
do.
consume by.
So they're here. They deal with it. But when you have a higher calling, you tap into that, and then you will notice that, I'm able to get through this shit better. Oh, I got faith. I'm believing because I increased my spirit, and you wouldn't be worried about as many things as you worried about now.
Real talk. Tap in, y'all.
Get it right.
So, I know what your journey has been firsthand, you know what I mean, close in contact, and, even when we were miles and miles apart, we was always, you feel me, always, like, man, this nigga, I thought once because he eventually moved to Argentina, so I'm thinking, all right, well, me and this nigga already talk on the phone about 3-4 times a day. So I'm like, damn. I said, well, shit, we're probably gonna be talking about once a week. I said, well, it's cool. Just want to tap in, make sure my nigga good. Then you get there. Nigga, we was talking 3, 4, 5 times a day, like nigga, like
Ain't shit changed.
ain't shit changed. I thought,
Still
man,
here in spirit. Like that's it.
real life. So from 2015 to 2021, where's all the places that you have lived and traveled? Give them the whole diagram of that shit.
High school was like my first experience moving to a different city that was far from where I was from. So it was like that whole moment and that year of my life, my senior year of high school, was incredible. I was put in a position where I was now living like a country boy, living in a basically middle of nowhere, little hick town. Everybody know everybody. Close
Where is it?
This is New Haven, Michigan. If you never heard of it, don't worry about it. Ain't nobody ever heard of it.
Yeah. we both from Michigan, and when this nigga told me, he said, yeah, because we went to Waterford Mott. Shout out to Waterford Mott High School.
Yes, sir.
Shout out to my brother, Waterford Mott
My
football
boys.
player. But no, though,
There.
you was at Waterford Mott, and then you was just like, yeah, like, I'm about to go to New Haven. I'm like, nigga, New Haven?
Yeah.
So I don't know really how it's going to play out, but I know how confident he was in it. Get to New Haven.
Get there,
from-
man. It was a blessed experience. It was definitely my first experience personally, adapting to a new environment and basically, feeling like, damn, you on your own. You don't got, I thank the Lord I had my best friend with me who played alongside, of me, and we both went to Waterford Mott together, but then we both moved to New Haven to play with each other. Thank God that he was there. And, man, we had a great year. Man, it was so many good memories that you can I'm thinking of right now, man. And you come to the games, we were 25-0, made a state championship run, didn't win it, but we came damn close, and it
used to bust.
It was crazy, man. It was like, we had the #1 student section in Michigan, and for the small town that was major, it was showing, how epic we were. I remember a teacher saying, you guys should come out to the game tonight. These guys, they're doing something where they changing history. Talking about our team. And that was the first time where I felt like
these was a bunch of bro. So these
little
was
humbug ass.
Man, no, they whole ass team was like they had 2 7-footers.
It was the tallest team in the state.
Tallest team in the state. Y'all had so Innocents were like what 6'11".
I was the shortest. I could be the shortest guy in the starting.
And you was like 6'4".
6'4", yeah.
And then Austin was like 6'6".
Austin was 6'6".
About 6'6". And then who was running through?
We had Josh Harris.
Josh
Harris was 6'6".
Yeah, Josh was 6'6".
And we had the 2
Innocents and then Jared. Yeah, 7-feeters.
Yeah, so
7-footers.
Man, we was going crazy. We was doing it big, man. We had fun. We made a good run, and we definitely, changed. I wouldn't say changed, but we definitely sparked a light, in that area and in that community, and the light was sparked in us, because we felt real embraced, and it was awesome, man, because they treated us like family.
And I remember that walk, and then you go from New Haven, and then we go to Delta, Michigan. And is it called Delta, Michigan, or is it like Delta?
Delta College.
Delta College and what?
University Center, Michigan.
Yeah.
Bay City, Michigan.
Yeah.
And so it's all the way, I don't know, the north or.
Nigga, I remember we drove for probably about an hour 40. It felt like we was going to Flint.
Middle of fucking nowhere. You go past Flint to get there. It's middle of nowhere. It's maybe 2 hours away. So this is the furthest I ever lived from home. Mm-hmm. And I just came from New Haven where shit was
green.
Shit was busting. Lit. And it was really green, nigga. That was our colors. Nigga, I just went from that whole, luxury lifestyle of winning and sports and family and love and all this shit. And then I move here, and this shit is fucking busted. Like that, we lived in an apartment off campus because Delta was a Division II junior college. A junior college is just a 2-year school. So they were a Division II of that. So Division II JUCOs, junior college JUCOs, they don't offer scholarship money beyond tuition. So where you live at, what you eat, that shit comes out of your pocket. And you get a refund check and all that shit, so you should be good. But it's the principle. You niggas supposed to treat me like gold. Yeah. Where the hell is the real? I done came to this bitch. I did not come here to be doing more work than what I'm just doing.
Yo, was just on a state championship.
Do you know who you talking to? Damn. So
Damn, dog.
So it's like, okay, I get here and I'm dealing with all this. I get in the apartment I was living in, so they expect me to pay rent for this apartment.
Yeah.
I'm living in an apartment way off campus. It's probably a mile and a half off campus.
You gonna tell the story about what happened to you?
Tell the shit.
Go ahead.
They don't know today.
Go ahead.
Man, we living in this apartment. Apartments is fucking horrible. Smoke, as soon as you walk in, it's like mildew. It's 5 niggas living in a 3-bedroom. 5 niggas living in a 3-bedroom apartment.
I don't know how you did it.
5 niggas living in a 3-bedroom apartment.
Oh.
I don't have a room, nigga. All I have is a couch. And then it's another nigga sleeping on the other couch in the living room. And then 3 niggas had their own room. So I don't have a closet. Nigga, you know what my closet was? Nigga, some orange totes that was right next to my bed being the couch. Then it's mildew and it's rats. You hear shit like that.
Hey, this nigga, I'm gonna put you on blast real quick. This nigga is so scared of rats, bro.
So scared.
So scared. I remember.
I don't play that shit. I'm not an exterminator. Nigga, I ain't none of that shit.
It was one time this nigga was like 15. 16. That time you had called me when I was at my granny house. This nigga had called me to come get him because it was
pick me up, nigga. Nah,
he said it was
the Elroys was on my ass.
this nigga,
The rats in this damn house.
So then I like
nigga, you ain't pull up. This then
I thought I pulled up. Wait a minute, I thought I pulled up.
Man, nigga, I'm at the crib with my little brother.
No, didn't you say you jumped out the window?
I jumped out the window of Delta.
Okay. Hey, we gonna get back to that. Yeah, that was a whole different movie. Okay.
So look, situation this nigga talking about is when fucking nigga, it was a little field mouse in my mama nice ass apartment, nigga, and I felt it was time for me to go. So I'm watching my little brothers at the time. We walk out the house. We like shit. We gonna wait for my mama to get off work. She the big boss. She gonna handle this shit. She gonna call whoever need to be called. I don't know. She got more strength than me. So
was Samantha there at the time?
Samantha is our cat. That little hoe don't listen to nobody.
But no, she vicious.
She
that's
vicious.
a motherfucker though.
But I wouldn't, and I don't even think we had Samantha at the time. We had Midnight, and Midnight was a black cat of ours that was racist. He didn't
fuck with black people. I don't know what it was with him, but he did not fuck with black people.
Anyway,
like real life.
Back to it, nigga. Delta had rats. 5 niggas living in a 3-bedroom. I don't have a closet. I have orange totes. I don't have anywhere to put my food at. Why? Because there's 5 niggas grocery list in this kitchen. I don't have anywhere to do homework. Why? Because there's 5 niggas living here. The table's always going to be used. What the fuck am I going to do? Homework on my bed / couch on my lap? I can't do that. So it had rats, nigga. And the story you talking about is one day, because to be honest with you, real nigga shit, I didn't know they had rats, so I was living there for like 2 weeks. It was no rat turds and no shit like that. One day I came home and my nigga, he was my roommate, my couch mate in the living room. This nigga like man, bro, I've been hearing some shit. Like I can see in his eyes, he's serious. He wasn't that kind of nigga who just be bullshitting. So I'm like, all right. He said he think that we got rats. I'm like, man, all right, nigga, look. He said, bro, I swear I seen it too. It moved so quick, but that had to have been a rat when it went behind the refrigerator. He said, but I went looking for it, I couldn't find it. So I'm like, damn, nigga. Then, like 2 days later, my other roommate, now this nigga actually got a room. He's still my roommate. I live in the living room. This nigga,
telling everybody that
nigga, I want niggas to know where this shit started. So don't say, oh, you so lucky. And bitch, I was in the mud.
tricks, baby.
Before this shit got real. Shit. But, so, he said he seen a rat. He said it was black. I'm like, ooh, shit, now we got proof. One thing, some he say, she say, I think about it, I'm like, that nigga be getting high. He probably don't know what the fuck he's saying. He probably seen his damn self. Got scared. Nigga. But after he confirmed, I'm like, oh damn. So one day these niggas was gone, nigga. All these niggas gone. I rarely never had to crib myself. Why? Because there's 5 niggas living in a 3-bedroom. So this mysterious day, I got created myself. So I'm walking through niggas' room and shit, getting snacks. I'm getting niggas pencils and shit. I was doing all that. If you ever room with me, I ate some of your shit, bro. My bad. Real nigga shit. Y'all helped the nigga be great, though, so really, I'm going to throw you niggas like $5 or some shit when shit start getting real. Anywho, nigga, I'm walking through the room and shit, and I'm in dude room. Because I told you I jumped out the window. So that means that I had to have jumped out, one of the room windows. The living room ain't got no fucking window. I ain't jump on my living room / room.
Right.
I'm in this nigga room still in this shit. And nigga, I'm walking around. And then I heard that it was a vicious ass. Nigga, that's it, nigga. I grabbed my bag, nigga. The window's already open. I threw the bag out there, nigga. So that shit can already be, shit sell with that. Yeah. Now I need to get my big ass out the window. Yeah. Nigga got out the window and nigga went to the school. Man, let me tell you niggas, fuck all that. Let me tell you niggas how I had to go to school. Nigga, I had to take a bike up the long ass 1.5 mile road to get there because like you can't live on campus. So nigga, I gotta deal with rats at home, and every time you drive on that long road to get to the campus, nigga, you're gonna see 3 deer. The deer are there, nigga. Like nigga, they gonna be there. Like it's nothing but like woods and shit around, and it's just a long ass Scooby-Doo mansion ass road to get to the campus. So nigga, I jumped out the window, got on my bike, rode the bike all the way down, and seen the deer, way past them. I see them niggas every morning. We damn near cool now. I ain't even scared of them. I'm like, don't worry about it. They just being deer, nigga. We damn just doing. We in their space for real. They shot too, shit. So. Nigga, then I'm at Delta doing that shit, and then it's like, I'm stealing food out the calf,
and
then
then
money.
When did the transition happen?
To what?
Sure.
Nigga, then, so I tell Delta, like, look, I really don't want to be here. So I talked to the coaches, like, I told them I was on red shirt meaning I'm a solid year. So it's like, okay, my living conditions was bad. The niggas ended up kicking me out of the 5 niggas in a 3-bedroom apartment because I wasn't paying no rent. They told me I gotta go. I'm like, nigga, where the fuck am I go? Don't you understand? I live 2 hours away and I'm still in college, nigga.
This nigga called me. I said, man, them niggas is some bitches. Now, granted, these niggas ain't getting no money, but they was some hoe ass niggas for that, man. Nigga, like, god damn, nigga.
Damn.
Niggas is some hoes.
Thought we was brothers. That shit went all out the window.
Man, them niggas had a group meeting and came and ganged up.
Gang? Nigga.
Yeah, like, bro.
Niggas acting shady. Niggas wasn't speaking to me no more. I'm like, oh shit.
It's going left.
They on some put you out vibes.
Yeah, it's going left.
Man, so they put me out and then
they hoe cake for that. Whoever y'all is, y'all some hoes.
Some hoe ass niggas.
Hoe ass
Hermonte. The nigga was named Hermonte.
Oh,
he was a real nigga like me, D-Monte, but he had the her in front of his shit.
Yeah, he's a fuckboy for that.
That was lame. That was lame, man.
Them niggas put me out, and then some other niggas let me stay there until I was leaving, because I was leaving that semester. So at the end of the first semester, I was only there a semester. At the end of the first semester, I'm like, I'm a red shirt, and I'm looking to transfer. I'm going to go to a different school. I didn't tell them this, and I'm like, I don't know why the fuck I ever came here. Like, it ain't like you niggas didn't show me all this shit before I signed the dotted line, nigga. So, my nigga Austin, who I was at high school with.
Shout out to Austin.
We played at Waterford Mott. We played together at New Haven in high school. All of our high school years we played together. He was going to school in Wyoming at Sheridan College. This nigga's living life like this nigga, he's showing me the shit, he on FaceTime, living good, nigga, Sheridan all plush, and he in the mountains, and they had on that wavy ass light blue colors and shit, and they was doing real life university type shit. I'm like, damn, nigga, you over there living like luxury, nigga, and I gotta FaceTime you from my motherfucking living room / couch / bed. Damn, nigga, you see how much slash? Damn. Whenever you got slashes, that shit ain't good, nigga. Shit just need to be what it is.
Hey, that nigga got so many abbreviations about what this shit is.
Man, that nigga's over there, man. He living life. I'm like, man, look, man, Austin, I'm hating this shit. And one day he told me, he said, man, one of the coaches was asking about you. Because really, Sheridan called me and Austin while we were in high school at the paper. He called both of them. But they only had one scholarship left. And they wanted Austin more. So Austin went out there. Austin, not only, this nigga went on a visit there where they flew him out, had him stay in the hotel. He went in the room. He had the jersey and the snacks and all of this shit.
A nigga like him loving them snacks.
I'm sitting back there. I'm like, yeah, I'm so proud of my nigga. But I'm like, damn, where the fuck? My phone ain't ring. A nigga ain't invited me to come nowhere. I'm like, god damn. I know I'm nigga. And so I'm talking to him like, yeah, so they still was asking about you, like asking how you like your school or whatever. I said, man, nigga, tell them niggas I hate this shit, nigga. I'm moving up, nigga. I'm homeless right now. I got my orange totes. Nigga, them niggas need to come and get me now. So they ended up getting on the phone with them. They said they can bring me in for the next semester. And that was so perfect because I was leaving, Delta after that first semester. So the second semester of that year, they were gonna bring me on. So nigga, I'm good. I go home. That was one of the best days of my life, moving out of Delta, nigga. And I'm fucking on my way back to the crib with my shit. And then I I know I'm going to Sheridan, so man, fucking, they bought my ticket. I get to the airport, you know, young nigga, 18 and shit, getting on this plane for I think it was like 4 hours or whatever, flying to Denver and then flying to Sheridan in Wyoming, where the school was. And nigga, I'm looking up the mountains and shit, nigga, I'm like, damn, like just really appreciating the fact that a nigga was really just living on a fucking living room / couch / bed in a 5 3 bedroom apartment.
That had rats.
That had rats and mildew. That I got them niggas put me out of that. Nigga, you ain't even good enough for this.
Nigga gotta ride the bike.
Ride the bike past the deer that I done got cool with. I hope my
get to the
niggas
motherfucking
still alive just to get to school and do some more work.
Yep.
Do you niggas not know how much of a warrior I am? Give me my flowers right now while I'm still here.
Hey,
Nigga,
so it went from, we gonna fast forward it. It went from Sheridan, and it went to Missouri.
Yeah, Sheridan was a whole movie. Then I went to Missouri.
And then what was the name of the school?
Goddamn.
Was it Minnow or something?
Minnow area.
Minnow
My
area.
bad. I'm still a Matt Carr, baby. Don't get it twisted.
Yeah.
Little brain fart. My bad. But yeah, Mineral area in Park Hills, Missouri.
Then from Mineral area, we went
to Texas. That's where I recently just graduated from it. Nigga, Texas was amazing, nigga. Rest in peace to my coach who recruited me and gave me the scholarship to go there, Nelson Haggerty. Man, it was a big blessing. I graduated from there. I had a great year there that set me up for my next moves. And nigga, it was definitely something. You came down there, you seen the campus and everything. It was there for the graduation. It was definitely, nigga.
I got fucked up down there.
Fucked up.
Hey, no. Hey, that Neho, man. We was in Dallas feeling good. I was like, man, hey, shit, my nigga graduated. Got fucked up. We ain't gonna talk too much about it. I got
this
fucked up.
This nigga was so geeked to go out.
Yeah.
Nigga, hey,
drink now. Nigga, I was, because, bro, we had,
damn, nigga, now?
Listen, we had went from the night before, we didn't really do shit. We went to sleep for like 2 hours, woke up, drove to a whole graduation, come back. Nigga, now, all the energy that I gotta use all the energy I got right now in this moment. And I turned up and I crashed out, but we gonna move on, because I crashed out.
What he talking about is, I have some family and friends fly out to Dallas to come to my graduation in Texas. And then we partied and did all that shit. We stayed in the Airbnb for a few days. And it was supposed to happen in 2020, but it got moved to 2021 because of the COVID, the pandemic, and all that. So this recently happened this year, in the springtime. And this nigga came down there, got fucked up, couldn't even go to the party. But it was still a good time.
I went to sleep.
It was still a great time.
Man, see, I got a habit of when I get drunk, or if I'm just high, or whatever it may be, I'm the nigga that'll fall asleep. I'm him. I do that. I'm gonna fall asleep wherever I'm at. And that's just that, like, I'm gonna fall asleep, because fuck all that. After a while, it ain't that deep. It's time to go to sleep, my nigga.
Like, damn, bro, we on vacation.
Yeah. And then, hey, at the end of the day, I had fun, though. We had fun. We got out, we kicked it. Got out and kicked it. Shout out to my nigga Tay.
My cousin Tay came, man.
Hey, man. And that's, yeah. Shout out to Tay, man. He made that shit so fun.
That's my nigga.
But through all of that, you got to that point, you graduated. I named all these places that you've been to. I named all these places that you lived at. And just experiencing, living, just walking through these steps with you, I can only imagine how it was living it. Key things that you've learned from all of it.
Yeah. I mean, you learn, how to really adapt. Adapting is a big thing, because you put yourself in environments, situations where, you have no choice but to adapt, to survive, and to continue to push and move forward. So you have to adapt, you have to be focused, and you have to work hard, and you realize, playing it, you playing a sport, and this is why guys deserve so much respect, who's made it to the highest level, man. It's so competitive all the time. You always are faced with having to prove yourself, against the best in front of the rest. So you have people watching you compete against the best. So it's a constant uphill battle that you face with, and so you learn that you really have to be focused and work really hard to be able to do that productively and to see the benefits of it and move forward. So I learned, working hard, being focused, adapting, and those are probably the three most important things.
And through those times, you was in those times and you was having those different experiences and adapting, and I was going through a lot of different experiences and adapting at the same time. So we was, experiencing them together. You know what I mean? Like shit gravy now. Like you get niggas can look at things now and be like shit gravy now, but you remember, nigga, I had a motherfucking car that I had a car that I took the license plate off of my Michigan car, put the license plate on this car that ain't even, that bitch had just got in my name, and the tags was expired on the Michigan plates in the car, and it wouldn't be for the car.
Making shit happen.
I rode like that for 2 years, my nigga. Real life.
Nah, nigga ride in the
No. We ain't go even. We ain't go even.
You knew what this nigga got now.
Anyways.
Came up.
Appreciate it, my nigga. Anyways, based on what you know now, would you do anything different?
I probably wouldn't. I don't have any regrets. I don't have anything that I look back on and I'm like, oh, I hate that happened. I feel like the great thing about it is, like we were just talking about, in the journey, it's going to be certain things you face with, but the vast majority of it is going to be based on the decisions that you make, and having the freedom to make those decisions, having the freedom to choose where you want to go, and the ability to control your own destiny. Because I was able to do that, I will always say I'm proud about everything that I did, and I did it my hardest. I didn't half-ass. I didn't slip off the rail. I didn't lose sight. I kept my faith and I kept my vision focused. So yeah, man, that's why having that ability to be able to choose and make the decisions you want for yourself is so important. So that way, when you look back, you don't have to look at it from a lens of, well, damn, if they didn't make me do this, or if I didn't have to do this, but you being able to control, like, okay, now I'm gonna pick to do this for myself. You wanna know what? I don't like this anymore. I pick Delta. I don't like it no more. I'm gonna go here now. So having that knowledge, I don't look back on anything and really regret it or would do anything different.
I want to let you know, my nigga, I love you, and I'm genuinely proud of you.
My nigga for life. You already know.
My nigga for life. Hey, man, you got shout-outs? You got any shout-outs?
Shout out to all my baby mamas out. Nah, I ain't got no kids, man. But hey, man, just shout out to everybody out there who's working hard, who's making a change and impacting people. That's what it's all about, man. Impacting people's lives. Shout out to everybody who's chasing goals for themselves. I don't have any individual people. I don't even want to make it an individualistic thing.
I'm gonna shout out. I'm gonna shout out our brothers, our little brothers.
Shout out Mom, Dukes, Pops, our whole family. Shout out CT. Shout out Aaron. Shout out Dede, who couldn't be here.
Shout out the production crew making it happen.
Shout out my brother, my guy coming through. Shout out to everybody, man. This has been a very fun season. We've done a lot on here. We will be back at the top of the year. But until then, we'll see y'all niggas in the city. Let's get the fuck out of here, man. Come on.
Let's go.
Right. Trying to run it up. Winter time. Trying to get my money up. Winter time grab. Just trying to eat. Winter time grab. Dicky fit with the Tim's on, fell off, but I'm still on. Chasing all these bitches ain't gon' help when the bills come. Stacking cheese up for 4 months, that's a real run. Slap a bitch with a 50 bar, make her feel dumb. I'm tryna run it up, I put the rollie up. I got the chains tucked, I put the frames up. I ain't really tryna get low, but I got to. I just wanna ball, but right now it ain't time to. I'll see you boys in the summer again. I'm coming out the crib with 100 again. Broke niggas thinking shit funny again. I'ma stack it up and get some money again. I've been up for days, I ain't been getting no sleep. Don't even want no pussy, ain't been hitting no freaks. I could've bought the Gucci, I just threw on the T. I'm starving myself just so I can eat, nigga. Wintertime grind. Hustle hard when it's cold out. I'm on the wintertime grind. Stack the money, kick the hoes out. I'm on the wintertime grind. Staying out the club. I'm on the wintertime grind. I'm just trying to run it
like
up.
Jogi with mics on for putting my ice on. I run through the bag, bro, then I'm going right home. I pray before bed, cause I'm living life wrong. These rap bitches naked, time to fuck with my white hoes. It's brown in the white slow, lean for the whole year. I never put my cup down, been leaning since 010. My conversation money even cut off my old friends. These rap niggas lying, talking work, never sold in. We grown on hold hands, want some, get your own bands. How you a road runner, dog, if you never road ran? I rock with my white boys heavy, I'm cold playing. Fuck rap rate, get racks for my soul saying. If you had mine, you'll cut off your own hands. Tryna have M's on my stash as an old man. If you got a plug, how the fuck is you broke then? I called up Peasy, now listen what bro saying.
Wintertime grind. Hustle hard when it's cold out. I'm on the wintertime grind. Stack the money, kick the hoes out. I'm on the wintertime grind. Staying out the club. I'm on the wintertime grind. I'm just trying to run it up. Nigga, I got family depending on me. So what the fuck I look like not getting money? I do it so my son ain't gotta be in the streets. Plus I got a little brother bigger than me. I gotta be there for him when he really need me. If I don't bring the bread home, then who else gon' feed us? Yeah, it's good to pray cause we all need Jesus. But these niggas gotta give me 5K for a feature. Remember bitches used to say a nigga smell funny. Now they all on my dick cause they can smell money. I ain't fucking with these niggas, they might tell on me. Stacked enough to buy a bill, call it bail money. Stay on your grind, my nigga, let them have fun. Stay consistent and I promise you your time gon' come. Night joggies for the winter, staying out the mall. Counting up 100 bands while I'm saying fuck them all. Nigga, hey, wintertime grind. Hustle hard when it's cold out. I'm on the wintertime grind. Stack the money, kick the hoes out. I'm on the wintertime grind. Staying out the club. I'm on the wintertime grind. I'm just trying to run it up.